Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cardinals going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Benny Logan has the body of a defensive end, but the skill set of a defensive tackle. He's very difficult for offensive guards to block.
On 3rd down, Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Sproles, the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Eagles take possession. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side.
Brandon, when a team is struggling, turning and leaning on your defense is usually a pretty good idea. And for Arizona, it was gold against the San Francisco 49ers. They just swarmed them the entire night. 2
interceptions, a bevy of sacks. Really nice job. And if they come into form, maybe this Arizona team can get back on the right track.
And they got Calais Campbell going on the defensive line and Marcus Golden off the edge. He was nails.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Set. 3-19.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got his running back. It's Ryan Matthews. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy. You understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Johnson sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And Charles, David Johnson, a great start to the season. Week 5 was his best outing so far.
It truly was, and we watch all the aspects of his game that make him what he is, which I think is a great running back. But the biggest one that's maybe underestimated is the chip on his shoulder. Not recruited heavily out of high school, smaller college, not taking it seriously coming into the pros, and he wants to prove everyone wrong with every carry.
157 yards, 2 touchdowns in that win against San Fran. Throwing is Palmer, and he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
These Eagles, they started 3-0. A little bit of surprise. Everyone saying, wow, look at Carson Wentz. Then the loss to Detroit. What do you make of this team 5 weeks in?
It's not a mirage. This is a really good team, and they played pretty darn well at Detroit. You have to remember, that Detroit game, Detroit was 1-3. And desperation can really increase your play. And that's what Philadelphia ran into. The rookie quarterback gets all the attention in Carson Wentz, but they have weapons everywhere. And when he connects with Jordan Matthews, look out.
Play clock winding down. Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On the return is Peterson. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And it's up and good. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the back.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, 81 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. Cut back left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
You know, it's really hard hard for a big-time running back is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And a cut to the sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 25 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. On second down, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Matthews, a third-year man out of Vanderbilt, 4 catches, 65 yards in the loss to the Lions.
The top target for the rookie quarterback, Carson Wentz, the #1 receiver for the Eagles by far. He also did a really nice job in the preseason trying to connect with Carson Wentz, and he tried to do it on a musical level. Said, okay, I'll listen to what you listen to, you listen to what I listen to. Let's see if we can connect that way. And they've worked it out pretty well.
That's deep. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. Josh Huff, the intended target, and it's third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And the wideout in motion. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out here in the I. Now Wentz will keep it. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Now this time, Wentz will throw. On the move to his left. Ertz has it left side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? Wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And it's picked up by, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
Get ready.
On second down, here's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. Look at the dance and the juke. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Zebra. All right now. Blue 58. Zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Get ready. Blue. Sally 19. Get ready. Blue.
On second down, Palmer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And he's got Gresham. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Let's go. Blue 95.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Sally 19. Here we go.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. On the ground, this is Johnson. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So they've had 2 cracks at it from the 3. They haven't moved the ball an inch.
And I don't think you can continue to go ahead and run up against that brick wall. They've got to go to something different here. More than likely, the ball goes in the air on this snap.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Zebra, get ready. Blue 95. Blue, regular. Let's go.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 10 here. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Wentz. But he hits his man, Matthews. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Wentz, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
Oh, 4th and short, right at midfield. This is where you tell your offense, I've got faith in you guys to get me a few yards. And sure enough, they repay that faith and keep the drive moving with a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
2nd down, goal to go from the 6. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space. The big guy.
This is caught inside the 15. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Back to throw, and that is complete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their...
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
No, check, Patriots!
A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They come out here in the eye. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some space here. That goes for a gain of 31.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.